Today is September 26th, 2020, and I'm at the end of Grand Avenue. And this here is the Sespe Creek. And the Sespe Creek feeds out of the Sespe Wilderness back there. I think it snakes around and then comes straight down. And it runs about, I'd say, 5 miles, 6 miles down to Santa Clara River that way. So you can see there's some ducks down that way. It actually really opens up down there. And there's a bunch more landing way out there. Just landed. It's real pretty. Real pretty. This has been running since last winter. It's been running a long time. Many years, most years it dries up by now. But we had really good rainfall over the winter, so it's just still going amazingly. There's a couple of either egrets or herons way out there. And so we'll probably be moving in a couple of months from all of this. And I've come out here since the very beginning, since we first moved about 7 years ago. When I came out to explore the area, this is one of the first places I found. And driving down Grand, it's a long straight road. It's about 4 or 5 miles, and it's all farmland of varying use. And it was always my dream to move on up and move us out here. And I still love coming out here just to see what people are doing. There's an organic hop farm that's just a stone's throw up that way, which is pretty cool. And there's a lot of citrus and what else? Avocados. I think there's some row crops, and yes, we even smell hemp. At least I hope it's hemp. I've taken the girls down here before, and we spend hours throwing rocks, catching tadpoles, watching frogs hop around. Chris and I actually attempted a couple of years ago hiking back up to the top of, not this peak, but there's one even further behind it called San Cayetano Peak. And our goal was to sneak around the back here and then climb up the back side, the north side of this here mountain. And we didn't get too far, and on our way back out we discovered that we were on private property. So that was a failed attempt. But that was with brother Chris. Now with my friend Chris, who actually knows the area, he and I hiked all the way up to the top of San Cayetano. This past April, I think, or May. It wasn't long ago. And we planted a statue, a big statue of St. Francis of Assisi up there. Now, St. Francis of Assisi is overlooking the town of Fillmore. And the statue has a little bird bath kind of built into St. Francis's hand. And so whenever it rains up there next, I don't think it's rained since we've put anything there, but whenever it rains next, we'll be able to have some water up there for the birds. And you'd be surprised, there's actually a lot of birds up there. The elevation here is, I think, around 500. It's 400 to 500, and up there it was closer to, if I'm remembering correctly, it was 4,200. So it's quite a ways up there, and it's very peaceful up there, just like it is here. Oop, here comes an egret. Mom would be able to tell, I think, already whether that was a heron or an egret. So that has black feet, and I think that makes it an egret, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. He just straight flew around me there. That was straight avoidance. It's okay, dude. I don't take it personally. There's a lot of gnats out here. I don't know if you can see in The sun, they're all lit up. So this is one of many, many places that I'll miss about living here. California is so pretty. It's just one of a kind pretty. Coming from Baltimore City, which nothing is pretty there. Well, our immediate surroundings where we grew up weren't all that pretty, but here everything around us seems to have its own little unique character, and I'm hopeful that if and when we end up moving to Boise, God willing, we find a lot of the same. I'm very hopeful. From what I've seen out there, it won't disappoint. Kind of want to get over there where it opens up and do some rock hopping here. I hope I don't drop this thing. Oh boy, where do I go? Ah, there we go. Ah, it looks slippery. Oh, it is. Oh boy, now I gotta land back on that thing. Shoot. Okay, got it. Made it. I could probably convince Hannah that there's crocodiles out here. No, wait, never mind. She would have learned different from wild krats. She'd say, Dad, saltwater crocodiles are only in the southwestern part of something. I don't know. She's getting pretty smart these days. So my last foray into the waterways of our beautiful area here was about 3 weeks ago. My friend and I took a couple of kayaks and we put them in the Santa Clara River. And the Santa Clara River it runs east to west this way, that way out to Santa Clarita, and that way out to the Pacific Ocean. So the Sespe Creek here meets up with the Santa Clara River, and there's definitely more water flowing from the river, obviously, you think. But I can tell this is about a foot deep, and that's about as deep as the Santa Clara River was in most parts. But it had some real wide open peaceful areas like we see here, and it had some real swift areas where like all the reeds were forcing the water into a real narrow, fast paced area, and it kind of snaked. So we actually ditched a couple of times, but it made for a fun memory. And we'll probably do it again sometime, hopefully. So this is so pretty. I want to take a still shot of this. I'll just do it in my mind. And snap. Ooh, that guy had some gold on him. A little goldfinch. Yeah, that guy too. You know, wherever God has us live is fine with me, as long as I can see the birds and the trees, even the occasional bug. Okay, well, I think, let's see, how am I going to get over? Oh, this way's much easier. What did I do, go that way? Yeah, should have gone this way. Well, it's Saturday morning, and I don't have a ton on my list today, but I have some stuff. I have a house full of kiddos to get back to, so I think we'll stop it there. And get on our bike and go home. Say hi to everybody. Go grab some coffee. This is Q signing off.